If you're a fan of astronomy or storybooks, you might have heard the term Goldilocks zone. Not too hot, not too cold, just right. And in the market today, a lot of SUVs are out of that. They're either too big or they're too small. But if you're looking at Hyundai, they might have had the answer all along, because today I want to introduce you to the 2021 Hyundai Tucson, and we're going to talk about them package by package by package. Let's go. What is up, guys? It's Miguel, car guy, and today we are talking 2021 Tucsons, and I want to show you the three most popular packages in the entire line. Now, as is tradition, I'm going to go ahead and start with the package 2, which in 2021 is the Tucson Value. But remember, if you live in the Orlando area, click the first link in the description below if you're interested in buying a car, because yes, I can actually sell you these cars here at the dealership. So go ahead where it says schedule with Miguel. Go ahead and make an appointment. That way I can guarantee that when you get here, you'll be getting me. But if you can't buy a car, no worries. Go ahead, like, comment, subscribe, so that way you can go ahead and get the freshest stuff I cook up on the channel for you. But going back to the Value Edition, I want to show you a few things that make it a good value. Firstly, I want to mention the aesthetics of the car. It is absolutely incredible. Not only do you get these beautiful lines in the body, but when you actually get to the headlights, you notice that they're actually projector beam style. So kind of like a movie projector, it'll go ahead and throw the light out a lot farther without having to use your high beams. Now, getting back to the headlights, you notice that the LED strip surrounding the headlight is actually very nice and really accentuates the lines of the front of the car. But it's not just the aesthetics where the Tucson shines, because once you go ahead and pop open that hood, you will be seeing the engine of this beast. It is a 2-liter 4-cylinder engine producing 161 horsepower and 23 miles per gallon city, 28 miles per gallon on the highway. But there's a secret. If you actually look at the air filter for the engine, it is toolless. So all you have to do is open up the flap, 1, 2, 3, bring it on out, and no dirty hands anymore if you got to replace the engine filter. That's cool, right? Now, if you know anything about Hyundai, you're probably thinking, well, Miguel, even the SE has that. Well, you're right, but remember, it's not just the destination, it's the journey. So let's go ahead and journey to some of the features that you first get in the Value. So difference number 1, when you actually get to the Value, it is the first level to bring the intelligent key. That way, when you have the key in your pocket or in your purse, all you have to do is come up to the little button on the door, push it, and then go ahead and enter the beautiful cabin of the Tucson. And now that you're inside of the Tucson, you could really appreciate the size of the car. It's not a very big car, it's very easy to park, but the engineers still found a way to not skimp on the interior volume. It is absolutely amazing. But being that we're sat in the driver's seat, another thing that you get with that smart proximity key is that you also do have push button for the car, because yes, the Value Edition is the first level to bring the push button start. Another first for the Value Edition is that this is also the first level to bring Hyundai's Blue Link system. For those of you that don't know, it's kind of like OnStar, but you can go ahead and turn the car on from the comfort of your phone, from the comfort of your house, from the comfort of your desk. You don't have to be within 10 feet or 30 feet. You could be a mile away and start up your car. You could lock it, you could unlock it. It is an amazing system, and it's free for 3 years, and the Value is where it starts. Now, being that I do live in Orlando, this next thing is kind of a hit or miss subject, but it is a difference, so I figured I'd tell you anyway, because if you go ahead and get the Value, it will also bring integrated heated seats. So if it's cold outside or your back hurts, for the front 2 passengers, just go ahead, turn on the heated seat function, and start feeling great. Another thing about feeling great is my personal favorite feature in the Value Edition. This is also the first level to bring the power seat. So if there's multiple people driving the same car in a multi-car household, all you have to do is use the electric seat to go ahead and adjust it to your perfect level of comfy, instead of having to, you know, do that whole little butt shuffle thing with the manual seat. That I like a lot. Now, I did have a request from somebody saying, why don't you show the back seats of the Tucson? So I figured for the 2021 model, I would do it, because again, this seat right here is exactly how I had it when I was up front. I didn't move the seat. That's comfortable for me to drive. So if I had a twin brother and he was driving, I would still have plenty of room, not only for my legs here, but also for my head. Huge amount of space. Like I said, the Hyundai engineers did not skimp when it came to passenger space. Now, here's a little trick. All seats in most SUVs fold flat, but the Tucson, they actually go ahead and recline. There's a little lever on the side of the seat. Go ahead, pull it, and then I can go ahead and recline the seat. You see the difference in the seat? That is absolutely amazing. So if you just want to kick back and relax on your way to or from the beach, you can go ahead and chill in your Tucson. Do you see why I started with the Value? Most people would consider that the true level 1 because it has everything that modern consumers really like. Blind spot, push button, remote start with your phone, absolutely amazing. But let's say you want a little bit more. Well, I have just the package. Let me introduce you to the Tucson SEL. Let's go. And that is the 21 Tucson SEL, and it has everything from before, but you also get a little bit more. And one of those things that you get are bigger rims. Not only do they have a different pattern on there, but they're 18-inch rims, making the car look absolutely amazing. Now, that's just from the outside. Under the hood, you still have a 4-cylinder, but it's a more powerful 2.4-liter 4-cylinder, giving you an extra 20 ponies under that hood, 181 to be precise. And no, it actually doesn't hurt gas mileage that much. The city is only 1 mile per gallon less, but the highway actually stays the same. So more power and still pretty efficient. So that is absolutely lovely. Now, let me go ahead and show you the real differences when you get the SEL on the inside. Now, if you're doing like we're doing, going directly from a Value to an SEL on the inside, it's going to look very familiar until you actually get to the air conditioning unit, because the SEL is the first level to bring dual zone air conditioning. So driver and passenger can be at 2 totally different temperatures, and being that it is digital now, you unlock a new feature in your BlueLink. So that way you can actually set the temperature in your car once you get the Tucson SEL with your BlueLink system. That is super nice. Switching seats to the back again, you're still going to have the same space in all the Tucson second rows, but when you get to the SEL, you'll unlock even more features. First off, you're going to get air conditioning vents for the second row, which is so lovely here in the state of Florida, because when it's 90 degrees outside with 100% humidity, it can get a little warm. And underneath the vents in the back, you will also get an extra USB plug, so that way you can go ahead and charge up your phone and not have to worry that if your passenger is at 10% in the back, the phone will be dead by the time you get to wherever you're going. So that is super nice. Now, as great as the SEL is and all the cool comfort features that it brings, I really hope that you're craving more, because up next we have my personal favorite trim of the entire Tucson lineup. Because if that's not cutting the mustard, you might just need to switch to a little bit of ketchup, because the next car up is going to be delicious. Let me introduce you to the Tucson Sport. And this, guys, is the Tucson Sport, and you could see before I tell you anything that it has a little bit of extra character to it, and I absolutely love that from every angle you could see that it's a little bit more substance. Now, starting from the front, you will notice that the Tucson Sport is the first level to not only bring the fog lights, but is also the first level to bring LED headlights. So that way when you turn them on, they're nice, bright and white, so that way you can see a lot more clearly where you're going to go. Same thing around back. You do have LED brake lights, so that way they'll last a lot longer and they'll be a bit brighter when you go ahead and stand on those brakes. But the piece de resistance of the car's exterior are these massive 19-inch alloy wheels that really fill out those wheel wells and is really giving the car a lot more curb appeal than the lesser models. Technically, even more than the Limited and the Ultimate, because those 19-inch alloy wheels are a Sport exclusive. Now, come with me to the back. Let me show you something else. Being that the Sport is a Sport and you get a lot of cool stuff, one of the cool things that you get is the power liftgate. Yes, the Sport is the first one to bring the power liftgate, but it also does have an auto open feature. And no, you don't have to go all Mr. Miyagi and kick the leg. All you have to do is approach the car, and once you're within 3 feet of the rear bumper, the car is going to start to beep, and it's going to go ahead and open up without you having to go ahead and karate kick nothing. So that is another smart thing of the Tucson Sport. Another great thing that you get on the inside is that if you're the driver, you get a leather wrap steering wheel, so that way when you're hitting those corners, you could really feel the upgraded class on those digits of yours. But it's not just the feel, it's also the sound, because when you get to the Sport, you also do get the upgraded Infinity 8-speaker surround sound audio system, so that way you could really enjoy your music. And that's not it. Being that we live in modern times, you expect a few modern features, and most of us have smartphones that can go ahead and charge wirelessly. So if you own a wirelessly charging smartphone, you can go ahead, place it right here in this wireless charging pad, and your phone will go ahead and charge without you having to worry about forgetting the cable at home. So that is cool. And so guys, those have been the Tucson's Value, SEL, and Sport, and I did not cover every single minor change on the car because it would take way too long and I'm too fun for that. But if you're wondering, what about the Tucson Limited? What about the Ultimate? Go ahead, click this little video right here and see how amazing those cars are. And thanks for coming along for the ride. If you like these videos, go ahead, like, comment, subscribe so I can keep on knowing what you guys want to see. And that's how I want to go ahead and grow my channel, guys. I want you guys to be in the driver's seat. But guys, I'm Miguel, your car guy, and thanks for coming along. So until next time, guys, let's go ahead and break it down. Do you see why I started with the Value? It is the most, and it has all the features of before, plus a few more. And as you can see for yourself, one of the notable, and no, I didn't touch on every single little minor change in the car because that would wait way too long. So just so that way you could see what I go through. Fire truck going over there making a whole bunch of noise. I got the weather coming in over here on me because it's Florida and it's always raining in the summer. And I have 75% left on my battery and 2 more cars to get done. I'm still doing the SEL here, but I still have the Sports to go ahead and do over there. But luckily, I already did a video for the Limited, and I did a video for the Ultimate in a different video, so I'm gonna go ahead and link that to there. But just so you know, I don't mind doing these things as long as you guys are enjoying it. I mean, my dad calls me son because I bring light into his life, and hopefully I'm doing the same for you. I should vlog more, right? I should vlog. I don't know.